Have you ever pondered the immense power of small daily actions? Consider the giant oak tree that once was just a tiny acorn, or think about the Grand Canyon carved out over millennia by the persistent flow of a small river. These are not overnight transformations, they are the result of consistent incremental steps that, over time, lead to astonishing outcomes. Just like in nature, our lives can also be shaped by the power of small steps. The novel you've always wanted to write? It starts with a single sentence. The marathon you've dreamed of running? It begins with a single step. The business you aspire to build? It starts with a single idea. These small actions, when performed consistently, can lead to significant changes. They are the seeds of our personal growth, the drops of water shaping our individual canyons. Indeed, the most towering trees and deepest canyons started from the smallest beginnings. Let's delve into a story that illustrates the power of daily actions, the tale of the stonecutter. In a small village lived a humble stonecutter. His job was simple yet challenging, to cut enormous solid stones into smaller pieces. Every day he'd approach the largest stone with his simple tools, a chisel, and a hammer. He'd hit the stone again and again, the sound of metal against rock echoing in the air. Despite the relentless sun and the sweat pouring down his face, the stonecutter did not give up. Hours turned into days, days into weeks, yet there was no noticeable change in the stone. It stood as firm and unyielding as ever. The villagers watched and murmured amongst themselves, some even laughed, thinking his efforts futile. But the stonecutter, he didn't listen to the whispers, didn't heed the laughter. He knew the secret lay not in the strength of his blow, but in the persistence of his action. He understood the power of small, consistent efforts. So every day he'd return to the stone, his tools in hand, determination in his heart. Each strike seemed insignificant on its own, but he knew better. And then, one day, it happened. After many days and countless strikes, the stone finally yielded. A small crack appeared, growing larger with each subsequent hit, until finally the stone split apart. The villagers stared in awe, their laughter silenced. The seemingly insurmountable task had been accomplished. The stonecutter's story is a beautiful allegory for life. It reminds us that it's not the magnitude of a single act that matters, but the cumulative effect of many small actions. It's about understanding that progress may not always be visible, but it's happening underneath the surface with every step we take, every choice we make. This tale teaches us that persistence and daily actions, no matter how small, can overcome the biggest of obstacles. The stonecutter's story is a testament to the power of persistence and daily actions. So, how can we harness the power of daily actions in our own lives? Well, the first step is to understand that every grand achievement starts with small, consistent actions. It's all about cultivating habits that, while seemingly insignificant in isolation, can culminate in profound changes over time. Let's consider fitness. If you're looking to improve your health, you don't have to start with a rigorous gym routine right off the bat. Instead, you could start with something as simple as a few minutes of stretching each morning or a brisk walk around the block. Over time, you'll find that these small actions not only become easier but also pave the way for more challenging exercises. Now, how about personal growth? Again, it's about starting small. If you want to become more knowledgeable, you don't have to devour an entire book in one sitting. Instead, you could commit to reading a few pages every day. Before you know it, you'll have finished several books and gained a wealth of knowledge. And what about learning a new skill or language? The same principle applies. Instead of overwhelming yourself with an extensive course, why not learn a new word or practice a new chord every day? Over time, these small increments of learning will add up, and you'll find yourself proficient in a new skill or language. The same goes for work. If you have a massive project looming, break it down into manageable tasks and tackle a little each day. You'll be amazed at how much you can achieve with consistent daily effort. In all these scenarios, the key is consistency. It's not about making massive strides all at once, but about making small, steady progress every day. Remember, just as the towering tree grows from a tiny seed and the stonecutter cracks the stone with consistent hits, your small daily actions can lead to your most significant achievements. Start small, but be consistent. The power is in your hands.